What's going on? So, as promised, here I am to give you a reading. Spirit guides, angels, divine ancestors, please shine the light on what I need to see regarding Qwesi. So, your first question was, how will the next 5 years of your life, what will it look like? So, let's see. Spirit, please show me when it comes to Qwesi what his next 5 years will look like. Well, King of Cups came reversed, so that means that you're going to be emotionally, you're going to be blocked off. This is how it looks in the upright. Just so you can see it. It came reversed, which is upside down, which means that this cup here is going to be upside down. It's going to be, what it means in tarot is that you're blocked. Remember I had said that in the live, that you're blocked when it comes to showing your emotions. You're somebody who, you're at this time, and I feel like in the next 5 years it's still going to be the same thing, that you, when it comes to your relationships, like romantic ones, you're not going to be able to give to these people the way that they give to you. If you meet somebody in the next 5 years and they want to love on you, you'll be able to take that love, but you're not going to be able to give them love because you don't have it. You don't have the energy for that. You're not going to have that energy for that in the next 5 years. All right. So what about his finances in the next 5 years, Spirit? What about his finances? Okay. The moon reversed. Tell me more about the moon. There's going to be an imbalance when it comes to your money, though, in the next 5 years. So you're still not going to be where you want to be when it comes to this, to your finances. You're going to find that in the next 5 years, maybe you're going to have to pay more bills than you're going to have more bills than you're going to have money coming in. So there's going to be an imbalance. It's not going to be even where you'll have enough to pay everything and have enough to splurge and get, like, things that you like, and go on a treat yourself to something nice or go on a trip or something. No, in the next 5 years, that's not going to be the case. You're still going to be working towards that. But yeah, next question that you had was about, let me think. Oh, what's the one thing that you need to do in order to succeed? What's that one thing that you need to do? What is the one thing that Qwesi needs to do? Well, okay, we have the Knight of Wands that came reversed. So that means that one of the main things that they want you to do is not to make any quick decisions, okay? Don't make any moves without thinking. You have to be very rational. The one thing that you need to remember in order to be successful is to stay grounded and think before you move. Always think before you sign your name to something. Think before you decide on something when it comes to business related or, your work, anything. Just make sure that you're thinking it through before you just give an answer or make a move. Okay? Be very calculated. They want you to be very calculated and very careful. Tell me more about the Knight of Wands. Yeah, and also with this Hierophant, the one thing that you need to do is really get more into your spirituality. I just see that this is something that you've been lacking. You haven't been in touch with like God so much and with your spiritual side. This card represents the need for you to, and this is advice for you so that you can be successful. You have to get in touch. You see this character's like looks like they're in a church or some type of a temple or something. It represents spirituality. They want you to be more in touch with your intuition. I feel also with this that sometimes you'll know, oh, I shouldn't do that, but you do it anyway. I can see that. So you don't listen to that inner voice, Now some people say, oh, I have an angel on one side, a devil on this side. You'll hear the angel, but you'll still listen to the devil and doing the wrong things, basically, when you know that you shouldn't. You do know right from wrong, but they want you to, I don't know, like I don't know what religion you are, but even if you're not religious, you could just be spiritual. If you're just spiritual and you don't go to a church, you're not Christian or you're not Catholic or anything like that, Muslim or anything, they just want you to tap into some type of higher power. Just acknowledge that there is a God. Acknowledge that you need help. Acknowledge that you are grateful for the things that you have. Like, be more grateful and tap in more to your spirituality. That's those two things are the things that are going to really, like, catapult you and like take you where you need to be. Because if you don't have any spirituality and you don't believe in God, or you're not, even if you believe in God but you're not praying to God and you're not acknowledging God, that's also a block for you. God wants you to acknowledge, yes, I see what you did for me. Thank you. Thank God for the things that you have, even if you don't have everything you want. Receive your guidance from your higher power, whatever that may be, or whoever that is. Okay. Now, for the last question, I wanted to, it looks like we have more time than I expected too. So, which is good. We have like 5 more minutes. So I wanted to see like, how is your love life right now? How is Qwesi's love life, Spirit? Yeah, Page of Cups reversed. You don't have, the cups represent emotions. You don't have any emotion to give to anyone right now. Again, that's the same thing that came out before in the live. So it's just a confirmation. They keep telling me the same thing. Here, the King of Cups. You know, you're someone who, you're younger. I would say you could be, because pages, this is what it looks like in the upright. Page of Cups, right? This is, the page is always the youngest in the whole tarot deck. And all the cards, you're the youngest one. So you could be in like 17, 18. You could be in your early 20s. But I can see that you're young. And I can also see that something happened where it blocked your emotions. It stopped you from being able to give and to sometimes to even receive love. So some people may come in and they might want to give you affection or give you their attention, and you're like, no, I don't want it. Like, you have this attitude like, nah, you keep it. That's your attitude. Tell me more. The Empress reverse. Yeah. So this is the Empress reverse, meaning that you're not in a nurturing place. You're not in a place of being able to love on somebody, to nurture, to make a relationship grow, for things to be healthy in a connection. You're not, that's not where you are right now. No, tell me why. Why, Spirit? Why is Qwesi so blocked when it comes to his emotions? Why is he so blocked? The King of Wands. You could have been dealing with a fire sign, or you could be a fire sign yourself. This is the King of Wands. Wands represent fire. And that means you could be an Aries, Leo, Sag, or somebody you were dealing with was an Aries, Leo, Sag. Tell me more, Spirit. The World. Yes, so something came to an end. The world represents the end of one cycle and the beginning of another. So something that you were in with someone came to an end, and that ending made you, I feel, kind of resentful. Tell me what happened here in this connection with this person, Spirit. Tell me more what happened. Oh, they could have been, this person could have, this is a whole different person, the Page of Pentacles. So this is somebody who was around your same age. They could be an earth sign. So they could have been a Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus. But it looks like they came in, they were very immature. What did they do? What did they do? They made you unhappy. I could see that. They made you unhappy. They couldn't make a decision on you with this Three of Wands. You see how this character looks like, you know, they want to make a move, but they're not. Somebody came in, whoever you were dealing with last, they came in, and there was a connection where this person, you felt like they didn't choose you. Maybe they had other options. Maybe they were a whore, and they were, because wands represent like sexual energy as well. Maybe they were someone who you found out, maybe they were spreading themselves thin or dealing with other people, having sex with other people. But I can definitely see they weren't ready to take it where you were ready to take it. Like, I can see that you were ready to be in a committed relationship with this person, and they were not. So they didn't choose you. Okay. And what did Qwesi do, Spirit? What did Qwesi do when they didn't choose? You just focused on yourself with this Nine of Pentacles. You turned your focus from relationship to your money. You see how she has all these coins? There's no gender in tarot. So it's a woman on the card, but it doesn't mean anything. It's energy. So it means that instead of focusing on relationships anymore, now you're more focused on your success, your abundance, being happy. And you feel like if you have to do that by yourself, then you're perfectly fine doing that. You don't have an issue with standing alone. This is a very independent energy. So, you know, what's more important to you right now is work and like focusing on your goals. So that's what you did after the ending with this person that you had. All right. What's one piece of advice for Qwesi before I go? Justice reversed. Tell me more, Spirit. And Yeah, they're just saying don't let anybody come in and ruin your plans. Like stay focused on your goals and you'll get far.